The sight of fire trucks and hard hats filled a CSX rail yard near Baldwin today. First responders learned from train engineers how to prevent and fix problems along a train. Our Zach Wilcox has a look at how the skills can be used to save lives.
First responders from across the First Coast were all aboard a incident training train to make sure they know what to do in the case of a locomotive emergency.
Is it wide enough for me to get a flat patch on it?
Safety is the priority. There is nothing that is more important to all of us.
CSX Emergency Preparedness Director Joseph Taylor says Jacksonville is setting the trend when it comes to making sure first responders know how trains work for when they get called out to a scene. This group is the first to use a new incident training locomotive designed to simulate real-world emergencies like dangerous leaks and fires.
Usually when we get called out to them, we're there for a prolonged period of time.
JFRD Battalion Chief David Squire says calls to trains aren't particularly common. They only had 2 last year, but we saw crashes all around the area. Just in the past 15 months, there were crashes and derailments in St. Johns County, Lottie, Folkston, Orange Park, and Dinsmore. This training in particular focused on dealing with trains carrying hazardous material, like the derailment in Ohio in 2023 that garnered national attention.
While we do run some specific scenarios regarding hazardous materials, we spend a lot of time talking about railroad safety practices.
Taylor says the new train has several difficulty levels to test first responders while they rescue a dummy. Chief Squire says he went through the training himself and appreciates learning in this kind of environment rather than on the fly when there are lives on the line.
You just can't replicate the actual unit itself. I mean, to have CSX bring a train out with separate cars with different kinds of leaks for us to do our techniques on and practices is invaluable.
The Responder Incident Training Train is heading on up to Atlanta next to get another group of first responders up to speed. In Jacksonville, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.
Zach, thank you. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is hosting its Bold City Motorcycle Skills Challenge today through the weekend. Now, this is where top motor officers from all across the country are coming to Jacksonville to showcase their skills. Today was used to practice for the competition that begins tomorrow. The commander of the Specialized Patrol Unit believes that this event really helps with reaction time.
We try to push people to see where their limit is out here, where it's a controlled environment, whereas on the street, at least if they know where their limit is, they know how far not to push it. But it also helps out with reactionary time whenever they're doing things on the street, whether it's a car pull out in front of them. These guys are making quick movements very rapidly in a small amount of time.
And if you want to check it out, the event is free to the public with the individual slow ride competition starting tomorrow at 1 in the afternoon at Everbank Stadium.